Hello, friends. Welcome back. If you didn't notice, the video that went out Sunday was actually from the week before. I missed a couple of videos due to Hurricane Helene, which did hit our area very hard. Luckily, myself and the kids are okay, and our home got through undamaged. Our yard is an absolute mess, but I am thankful and I feel blessed that that is all, because there are a lot of people that had a lot worse. And to those of you that were hit or impacted by Hurricane Helene, I know it was not just us Floridians, you guys in Georgia and the Carolinas, Tennessee. My thoughts are with you, and I hope that at minimal you and your family are safe. I really feel like stuff can always be replaced. So I do want to say that. So that video that you saw Sunday was from the week before. So what I'm going to share with you now are my sales from this actual week. And there are some good ones, but our sales are down, and they are down bad. And that directly correlates to myself not having been able to list. We were prepping for a hurricane, then we were going through a hurricane, then we had no power for 3 days. So it's been a little hectic around here, and sales are definitely taking a hit. So I got up 40 listings today, which I think is good. My goal tomorrow is between 30 and 50 listings again. I actually have, I think, 170 drafts sitting there that my employee has gotten ready for me. So I definitely have some work sitting there waiting to be done. So I am super happy to share with you. I am going to share just eBay today because we actually have enough Poshmark and Mercari. I might do a video just on those two platforms for you and show you what's selling over there, because there are definitely some good things there. And I'm also later in the week going to show you high dollar sales from eBay. We have had quite a few of those as well. And in this video at some point, I know I'm really talking a lot for an intro, and I normally don't do that, but want to make sure you guys are all okay from Hurricane Helene. So in this video, we are also going to give away a thermal printer from Jaden's Home. If you are not subscribed to them, amazing printers, very good cost, low cost, high quality printer. It is the only one that we use, and they have some amazing pink labels that I love. I'll show you real quick. They sent me these, and I absolutely love these pink labels. So if you bought anything from me, you know that we use those pink thermal labels. The little things make me happy. My printer is pink and my labels are pink. And I'm not overly a pink kind of girl, but I like my pink printer and my pink labels. So definitely go check out Jaden's Home. I'll pop up their channel up top, and I'm also going to put it down in the description. And I will tell you a secret word somewhere throughout this video so you can win a printer. But let's go ahead and take a look at the back door. I'm going to show you exactly how down our eBay sales are, and I'm going to show you exactly what has sold. All right, my friends, so here you see it. This is our sales chart for the last 31 days, and it's pretty sad. It's actually very sad for us. I want to say that, guys, don't compare yourself to me, because I have 7,000 listings. So if you do not have 7,000 listings with the value mine have, please do not compare yourself to me. This is just bad for me. So today we're at $130, which does not even cover my payroll. For the week, we are at $2,213, and for the month we are at $12,000. Our goal is 20. We are down 17.3% from last month. We are coming into Q4. Get your listings up. That is what I have got to do, and I always get the hiccups when I'm doing these videos. And that is what I'm telling you to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the items that sold to make up that $2,200 this week on eBay. All right, up first is a Vera Bradley Floral Botanica print, small sherry pink bag, double strap. This one's 11 by 7 by 4. This one sold for $24.49. I pick up Vera Bradley if I can get it at a good price. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get it at a good price because most thrift stores do price it up. This one, I believe I paid $4 for. I got it on half off of $8. And so it's about a $15 profit. It was listed back in June. So it did take about 3 months to sell. It was in excellent condition. One of the biggest things I would caution you with Vera Bradley is make sure they're not faded. This one actually looked in almost new condition. Very bright on the pattern, and excellent sale in about 3 months. Up next this is one that took a long time to sell. This one was listed over a year ago, and it actually sold for a half off offer I sent out of $17.50, but my initial cost into it was only about $2. So it's still about a $12 profit, but we were in the profit on these license plates very, very fast and within about 2 months. So I bought 1,200 of them. I paid between $1 and $2 each, and we made that back very, very fast. So with license plates, the rule on eBay is they have to have been expired for 3 years. This one obviously has been. It's from 1946. Some of you have told me you've gotten error messages when listing them. If you get that, what I would recommend to you, and it's not in mine, but I would recommend putting expired in the title just to make sure that was clear with eBay. Up next was another pretty fast sale. This is a Johnson Brothers. This one was just listed back in July, so about 2.5 months to sell. This is Friendly Village. Picked this up for $4 on half off day at the thrift store. Did sell for full price at $29.99, making it close to a $20 profit, and not too bad of a turnaround on this one. So I will tell you, with the Johnson Brothers Friendly Village, most of the regular pieces like plates and cups I would not pick up, but when it comes to the serving pieces, like your pitchers, your gravy boats, your soup tureens, your vegetables, those are worth looking at for sure. And this one, I am happy with the 2.5 month sale on this. Next up is another long-term sale. This one took a year to sell. It sold for $24.49. This was another half off offer. So guys, if you have stuff that's been sitting in your store for over a year, mark it down and get it out of there. Get it out of there and make sure to be okay with letting it go. You know, I only initially paid a couple bucks for these, so I'm still making a $20 profit, and I'm happy with that. So these took forever to sell. They were in a lot. They're not something I would pick up individually. I think probably this should have been the front picture. I do tell you guys if I think I did something wrong, whether that be title or the front photo. And in this one, this definitely should have been the front photo, but we had the back of them as the front photo. So could be the reason why they took a year to sell. Next up is a Christopher Radko brooch. This one was listed back in May. And so about 4.5 months for this one to sell. Not super fast, but not really slow for jewelry. Jewelry can be a little bit longer tail. This one sold for a best offer of $40. I originally paid about $5 for this in an online jewelry lot. And Christopher Radko is a good name to know, especially with ornaments. Some of them are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Here is that Christopher Radko there in the middle. This was actually the first brooch I had ever gotten by Christopher Radko. Very, very happy with the sale, about a $30 profit. And again, took about 4.5 months to sell. Up next is a beautiful, beautiful picture. I absolutely love water stuff. This one has the blue heron. This one was signed. It was listed back in April. So about 6 months for this one to sell. It's a Neil Adamson Great Blue Heron. I did accept a $20 best offer on this one because it had been listed for over that 3-month period. So after 3 months, I will take about 30% off. So $20 sale. I'm about $5 in an online auction lot. And this one is about a $13 profit, but I will continue picking up artwork like this because I absolutely love nature and the water. Next up is a brand. This is a brand that I tell you guys to look for because I love this brand and this brand sells well for me. Now, I will tell you this one was listed back in February, so it did take over 6 months to sell, but I only paid $1 and they sold for full price at $16.09. So they're about a $12 to $13 profit. These I got at the thrift store. They are Life is Good golf sleep pants. They were size medium, so they're a smaller size, but I'm happy with that profit. Clothing, I'm not overly against doing clothing. I can find it for $1. And we do have an app now that we use to take measurements, so you can tell this was a little bit older listing, but clothing doesn't break. That's the nice thing about clothing, and I can find it cheap. So two bonuses there. You really have to look at what you can find a lot of, and what you can find at a good price. And for me, a lot of times that is clothing. Next up is another one that took a while to sell. This was listed back in December, so we're coming up on a 10-month mark. This one is a vintage mini Italian little portrait, super, super cute piece. This one sold for a best offer of $25. Again, it was listed a long time. I am only about $5 in, so about a $15 profit. But this is tiny. It's only 5 inches. You can see there the Cost Plus Italy sticker on it. There it is with the tape measure, and the Made in Italy is what we are showing there on the bottom. I still pick these up. I absolutely love the little Made in Italy picture frames. Took a while. I might have had it priced a little high, but that I think could have made for a faster sale on this one. Next up was a really good sale, and this is actually, they bought 2 of these. I picked up 2 sets of these at a garage sale, and they picked the 2 up for $38. And I was, I believe, $5 into the 2 of these. So they're about a $27 to $28 profit. They are Sonoma brand. It was a towel, a hand towel, and a washcloth. Simple, plain yellow. I will pick up towels if they are a good brand, and I've done well with Sonoma in the past, especially if they are sets. So really happy with this sale. Let me see, they were listed back in May, so they took about 4.5 months to sell. I tell you guys, you've got to check the pillows. These 2 sold for a best offer of $35, and they were just listed less than a month ago. Very fast, paid $1 a piece. They are close to a $28 profit. They are cross-skill. That is definitely a name to know for pillows and home bedding items. These are plain gold tufted pillows. Got them for $1 a piece. Sold very fast, very good profit. There's that cross-skill tag again. Make sure you are looking out for cross-skill, and make sure you are looking at the pillows. Next up is another very fast sale. These were picked up in a big lot of Hull Little Red Riding Hood stuff that I got from an online auction. I'm about $5 in. They sold in under a month for $19.99, making about $13 profit after fees. Very fast sale though. And in that lot, I did get some bigger serving pieces. That's the main reason I picked it up. You can see these are 5-inch. We also got some 3-inch ones as well. So make sure with stuff that you're checking the size, because the comps are going to be different depending on the size. And great sale, not a ton of profit, but when those bigger serving pieces sell, those will be. Up next is a vintage Nike pullover, very basic red sweatshirt. Do not pass those over. This one did take over a year to sell. It sold for $20.96, but it was another $1 thrift store find. This darn notification will not go away. Look at it. It's like the notification that never ends. Do not ignore the solid pieces. Some of them will sell fast. This one did take a while, but from $1 into $20, still a $15 profit. I'm happy with that. You can see here the Nike. There is that tag. It was definitely a vintage piece, but again, got it for $1 at the thrift store. Next up was a fast sale, and that's really not typical of just plain sterling earrings. These were marked. They were JCM Columbia, and they did sell for full price of $19.99. I was only a couple dollars into these. They were in a sterling silver lot, so they're about a $14 to $15 profit, and they sold fast. I don't know why. Nothing overly impressive about them. That JCM Columbia, maybe, but I do list sterling pieces. A lot of the stuff that's like this, I typically would put on a live sale, but I have not been doing live selling. So some of this more plain basic sterling jewelry has been getting listed and it is selling. Next up is one of my weaknesses. I do have a few of them. If you watch me, you know Tervis Tumbler is another one. There's stuff that I just have to pick up, and souvenir t-shirts are one of them. This one actually was just listed back in May, so about 4 months to sell. It's a Key West souvenir t-shirt from the Green Parrot in Key West, sold for $20. I only paid $1, so it's about a $16 profit. And yeah, I love picking these up. I do well with them, especially Key West is one of my favorite places to go. So, you know, I got to pick up the Key West stuff, and it's sold fast. And you can see I put it on the cute little beachy background there. And yeah, happy with the sale. Next up is one that I probably should have paid closer attention to. And luckily the buyer did. So this is basically like a no-name brand, black and white cotton blend blazer. It was labeled as a 3X, and I'm going to show you the measurements. The measurements did not constitute a 3X. So this sold for $19.49. The buyer actually messaged me about the measurements, and I'm going to show you here. There is that wrapper brand. Look at this. The armpit to armpit's 20 inches, which is actually a small to a medium. That is not a 3X. So luckily the buyer paid attention. I don't know how they found it, but that was the size they were looking for. I got lucky. They purchased it, but really I should have put the size it actually fit as in my title as well, because if somebody bought this expecting a regular 3X size, I definitely would have had a return on this item. Listen, I've clicked off this notification so many times. It's driving me bonkers. This is a tiny little Barbie purse and hat. How cute is this? Barbie purse and hat. And this one was listed back in January. So it took about 6 months to sell, but it sold for $22.88 on an offer I sent out. I'm less than $1 in. Watch for Barbie stuff, guys. Little purse and hat, $22 from $1. So about a $19 profit. Did take a little bit longer. It took 6 months to sell. Up next, a single Pier 1 Imports charger. I've showed you guys these so many times, but they sell and they are ignored, and you can get them cheap. One single one sold for $15. I am less than $1 in. I knew it was Pier 1 because the people I bought it from told me where they got it. It is not marked. So with that, you have to ask if you're at a garage sale or something like that. A lot of times people remember where they bought it. Pier 1 is an absolutely great brand to know and pick up, and great profit on this one. Up next, I wanted to show you guys, these are actually, I think these are actually sold out. We had to end these. We made hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these Chanel empty necklace boxes. So if you see Chanel boxes, whether they are purse boxes, shoe boxes, necklace boxes, they do sell. So hundreds of dollars in profit. The last person bought 8 of them. So over a $200 sale. Keep your eye out for these. They definitely are worth picking up, and amazing sale on these. And now I know it says there are 11 available, but our count was off. They actually got rained on from Hurricane Debbie, and we had to toss quite a few of them, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Up next is another long tail sale, and it's my linens. And if you guys know, I love my vintage linens. These were listed back in 2022. These took 2 years to sell, unfortunately, but it happens. They're tiny. They don't take up much space, and they sold at full price for $20. I only have $1 into them. They are about a $17 to $18 profit, but again, they took a long time to sell. So if you pick up vintage linens, just beware. They could be sitting with you for a long time. The last one for today is Chucky. And I'm going to throw that notification out the window if I could. And this is perfect considering Halloween is coming up. This is a Jimmy Chucky doll, Child's Play. It was tested. It did walk. It did move. And this one sold for $19.59. It was listed back in May, so about 4.5 months to sell. I picked it up for just a couple of dollars from an online auction. So it's about a $15 profit and sold closer to Halloween, which absolutely makes sense. If you know how to get those notifications to stay away, please let me know, because that thing is driving me absolutely bonkers. And this one's going to be the last one that we are going to see for today. All right, my friends, I was a little bit ridiculous and I didn't give you the word to enter for the printer. You had to watch all the way to the end. I'm sorry. You can always cheat and look in the comments and see what everybody else is commenting. I'm going to say, let's do hashtag I want a printer. I will put it up there, all one word, no spaces. And please, the only thing they ask is that you go subscribe to the Jaden's Home YouTube channel. Again, I linked it earlier in the video. I also am going to pin it in the comments and put it down in the description. They have been absolutely amazing. I've been able to give away quite a few thermal printers to those of you who need them. So please go support them. If you don't win, I will also put my link so that you can buy a Jaden's printer. They are very, very affordable, and you can get 14% off with my code, the Nurse Flipper. I really do appreciate you guys watching. I would appreciate comments, thumbs up, share with your friends, all of the things that help my channel grow. I really, really appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next one.